At the top of the heap among acrobats, you've got Eddie Guerrero, of course, the newly released Jimmy Uso, who looks spectacular, and this guy, not only one of my favorite WWE superstars of all time, but no question one of my favorite players to use in this game. Those who have him know this moveset very well. Black, blue, blue, Bray Wyatt, NXT Seth Rollins as trainers. Go against 4-star Mr. Perfect. Those of you who do not have Macho Man and don't know what is it that makes him elite, here's what it is. You get your black on the first turn, and now not only is this move a choose move, but you'll see the pin bar. We've got 6 blues to choose on the board, which in itself is a phenomenal move. But you'll see the pin bar doesn't budge. You do all this damage and not need to worry about the premature pin, the early pin, which is what you get sometimes among choose move guys. So when that black move is loaded, all 3 of your special moves are getting off on that turn. The first blue move puts out multiply gems. Our second blue move is a choose 5 into green. So 2 choose moves. Always looking to reload that black because that's the key to getting another full cycle. So we've accomplished that, almost 50k damage on Mr. Perfect, but our black is ready to go next turn, and we'll do that all over again. And with Macho Man, even at 4-star, unless you're going against a 4-star silver showboat or something like that, usually the second time through with Macho Man is plenty. So we're putting our 6 blues back out on the board with the pin bars gonna stay stationary. No matter how much the cascade there, the pin bar's not moving. So it's beauty. Some more multiplied gems to go with the ones that are still on the board from the first time around. Now we choose 5 greens to more often than not finish your opponent off on the second cycle around with Macho. This is still turn 3. And that's not going to be kick-outable. Not a word. Kick-outable for Mr. Perfect. So there's a win. That's a pretty standard Macho Man win at the 4-star level. When you're going against 3 goals with Macho like that, it's turn 2, the match is usually done. So let's try against Lex Luger. We're at a class disadvantage here. Lex has got 25 extra % damage against us, but let's see how our moves go against him. Again, we get our black first turn. 6 blues, no pin bar. So with this first blue move that we're about to get off here, you'll see multiplied gems go out on the board. And you're thinking to yourself, all right, multiplied gems equals Matt Hardy. How can Matt Hardy help Macho Man? And he absolutely could. He would make these multiplied gems super deadly. You're putting 2 rows of 5, 10 multiplied gems on the board here. And Matt Hardy would make those, well, I don't have Matt Hardy, so I don't know what he would make them. Plus, would they be 5 times? So that's huge damage, especially when you're following it up with a choose green, where you would get 5 times green gems. That's pretty massive. What that would do, though, is it would slow him down. He would not be ready to go with that 3 special move cycle on turn 2. So against some of your high damage guys, you could certainly go NXT Seth and Matt Hardy. You're just not doing it on turn 2. So it depends how much damage you're taking in the meantime, how fast your opponent is. Situationally, it's absolutely a build that can work. Lex is done here. We don't even need to put the multiplied gems on the board. Straight to the finisher, and he's finished. So 2 pretty standard Macho Man victories. That's how he works. But let's say, for some reason, you've got a pet superstar who Bray Wyatt is on, and you don't want to move him. I don't know, Vince McMahon, Samoa Joe. Not sure how many other guys use Bray who are elite. He pretty much stays tied to Macho Man for me. But is there an alternate build? If you've got Bray tied up in a feud somewhere, let's have a look at this. At 4 stars, he gets an extra green move, and that green move creates random blue gems. And his other green move is a 1-turn move. It's ready on every turn, and it puts countdown gem on the board, which turns into 4 green gems that are also multiply gems of ×3 power. So this green move goes off on every turn. It's a random countdown gem, and you'll see on the next turn it puts it makes 4 green gems into multiply gems. So you get that off on every turn with a little bit of damage. And what you're looking to do in the meantime is make blue and or green matches to get those other moves full. I didn't mention the trainers here. We've got both gem generate guys, NXT Seth, and we put Alberto Del Rio on for the finisher, and you'll see why when we get there. So Braun goes through his motions. We have another countdown gem going on the board. Now that green move, which creates, with NXT Seth, we've got 7 random blues going on the board to try and finish loading that blue move of ours, which we do. And now with ADR on this finisher, look what we've got. Normally it's a choose 5 in the standard build. Here we've got to choose 9 green, some of which are ×3 multi-gems on the board. So you want to talk about recycling possibilities. This is your Macho Man build for that. It's slower. It has a random move instead of a choose move to generate your blue gems. But if you're looking at something defensive in a feud, this sure is something to consider. I'm not saying go out and run him this way, but here's option B. Macho Man Savage, God love him. Rest in peace.